Hey, this is Greg Milby, Kentucky's Heartland, kentuckysheartland.com, sharing the stories, people, and events, powering the Heartland, and powering the Heartland a lot is our friends with the Friends of the Hardin County Animal Shelter. They are doing some great work, and we've got a fun event coming up. It is called Pups on the Back Porch. We have Robin with me, we have Miranda with me, and we have Sarah, and then also we have our little friend. What is her name?
Lizzie.
Lizzie is right there. So that's Lizzie Cam. Right. So we have that. So what we're here to talk about is a great event that we're having on October 19th. So Robin, give us the who, what, when, where, and why.
Okay, so the event is at Impellizzeri downtown, out in the back on the porch, of course. We are doing a costume contest for all of our furry friends. It's $5 to enter the contest. Its registration is from 1 to 2. You will have a chance to vote on your favorite costume or dog in costume until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. During that time, we're also going to have a Yappy Hour that's sponsored by Tito's and our local West 6 Brewing Company out of Lexington. We have a couple different cocktails and a couple different beers that'll be available. We're donating $1 for every drink that's sold. Tito's and West 6 are matching the donation for their products sold. And we're also going to have the shelter bring out some available adoptable dogs. So hopefully you can come in and have your dog in the contest or have a cocktail or take a dog home.
Kind of like Tinder for canines. No, actually, probably not. Never mind.
No.
Scratch that. You didn't hear that.
No, that's a different event.
So where did this idea come from?
Well, I mean, really, last year we opened the patio and a lot of people wanted to come out with their dogs, and we were so new, so we didn't really do much with it. But this year we blew it out, welcomed all dogs on the patio, as long as they're friendly. And just a lot of people just said it's a really comfortable setting. They like to come out for lunch and dinner. And we have a lot of employees that have adopted dogs from the shelter or, volunteer. They just a bunch of dog lovers. We're just all dog lovers. So they all decided, we got together and just had an idea and was like, hey, we want to do something on the patio and we want to involve the shelter and the Friends of Hardin County Animal Shelter. So we just kind of all brainstormed and come up with a couple things.
I can feel somebody asking the question right now, is it only for dogs? What if I have a cat that likes a costume? Or have a turtle that likes a costume?
Well...
Or a fish that can dress up as a cat.
Well, they're welcomed.
Okay.
I don't know if they'll win.
Okay.
You've got to have a lot of friends.
I was just wondering, because, everybody's we're in that world now where people are like, well, I want to be included too.
Yeah.
So, I'm a dog guy. I've always said that. I'm not against cats, but I just want to make sure the cat people have the thing too.
Well, I don't know how the dogs will feel about the cats. We would have to see about that.
Well, I think we have our answer right there.
Sure.
I mean,
but we can
just
always,
I'm good.
If the dogs go well, we can always do something for the cats later. Too.
Good.
So something like that. I don't know.
All right, so Miranda, what do we got going on at the shelter? I know you guys are going to be bringing some adoptable dogs out, and you're going to have them in costume.
Yes, we are hoping to bring up to about 4 different dogs with us. We're going to have them all in different costumes. We've got all kinds to choose from, so I'm not sure what they're going to be dressed as yet. But we're really excited for this event. The whole reason that we're able to participate in this is because of our volunteer program. We do the best we can as the staff, but our volunteers make so many things possible, including being able to be involved in this event. So if there's anybody out there that's watching this that would like to volunteer, we are always looking for volunteers. The dogs always want to be walked and exercised. So, if you're interested, come see us down at the shelter. Because, we love to be involved in events in our community. We like to be out there doing things. The dogs like to be out there. So our volunteers, like I said, they make that very possible for us to do these things.
So you don't have to have a lot of experience. You can, as long as you're able to walk a dog or handle a dog on a leash, you should be good to go.
Right. We put you through a training class. Okay. It's a very short 4-hour training class. Part of that's just watching a video, and we give you a tour of the facilities. And then we do a little bit of hands-on. After that, you do a few hours with one of our experienced volunteers. Like Sarah here, she's been doing this for I don't know how long now. But she does help with some of the training, and of course she is one of our very valued volunteers here at the shelter.
Okay. Well, Sarah, talk a little bit about that. How did you get involved with the shelter itself?
Well, actually, my daughter, who was under 14 at the time, had wanted to volunteer, and because at 14 is really the age that someone is able to handle animals, she wasn't able to do that then, but I inquired about it, and it was something that I wanted to do too. And she's actually now a volunteer because she's 14. So really, it was her interest in it, and I've always worked with animals in some capacity. So I just got connected with the shelter several years ago now, and went through the training and just what Miranda was talking about. The volunteers really are the heart of being able to get out in the community. I love being able to help train volunteers and really connect them to the community, and being able to get dogs out and for people to see them in an environment that it's not kind of stressful sometimes. I mean, the shelter is a great shelter. Mm-hmm. It really is the best in Kentucky, one of the best probably in the nation. But it still can be a little stressful for dogs, and so being able to get them out. And if you've seen Friends of the Hardin County Animal Shelter, we have a social media. Our Facebook page shows a lot of kind of just fun things that the dogs get to do. Like we've had Hank around town. He's had a good time around town. Some days had a little bit too good of a day around town, but being able to do that, it was a volunteer really that got him out and got those pictures for us, and that just helped people to see his personality. And so for events like this, getting him out and helping them to interact with people, it just helps them to see their personality outside of having bars in front of them or whatever. So
I made the joke about it being tender. I guess it's really not tender. It's kind of like doggiesonly.com instead of farmersonly.com, because it's all about getting you're matching. Yeah, match.com. We'll go with that. That's old school. But it is about getting people matched with a dog of their personality. Mm-hmm. Because when you go in, I mean, there are tons of personalities. Mm-hmm. So somebody that is looking for a dog, one, they need to come here first, because you guys have we need to find homes for all of these dogs. Which absolutely. I will give a shout out to Quixie, who's been doing their
pet of the week
mm-hmm. for over a year.
They have been
over 100 animals, which I think is great, because
200.
Over 200.
They reached the 200 mark. Yep.
See, that's great. And
Dogs
you're exposing
and
animals, and you're exposing people, putting it top of the mind when they say, I want a pet. Now it becomes, okay, the shelter is my first stop, instead of going, I forgot about the shelter.
Right.
And I think this is kind of what this event also does, is to keep people aware of that, mm-hmm. and then gives them an opportunity to see that these are some pretty cool dogs.
And people have this misconception, and Miranda would know this better than I would, that shelter dogs are broken. But you will find, as you meet them at events like this, or if you go in and meet them, they're just like any other dog that you've ever known, your favorite dog growing up, and it goes with cats too. They're not broken. That's not why they're there. They're there because they don't happen to have a home, and somebody left them there, or they were picked up off the street. But they have these great personalities. The dog that we brought today actually is not adoptable. This is my Lizzie, but she was a rescue dog, and she's just a great example of, one of the best dogs I've ever had in my whole life. But she was dumped at a shelter somewhere, not because she had done anything, but because they were done with her. And so it helps. I think the shelter is a place that helps to really showcase that they've got these great personalities. They just need a family that they can connect with, that they fit with.
So this is going to be a great event, Pups on the Back Porch and Impellizzeri's Pizza in downtown. And if you cannot adopt a dog, maybe you already have a dog that's okay, all right, high-strung, probably not good to bring another dog in the house. It's okay. Come out and support it, because you guys need money. You need support. Not everybody can adopt a dog, but we all can give back to make sure these dogs do find homes.
Exactly. And there's a lot of ways the community can support in that way. They can sponsor adoptions. I don't know if you want to talk a little bit about that, how people can, and donating and that kind of thing.
Yeah, I can talk about that. So as for the sponsoring, a lot of people will come in and say they want to look around at the pets, but they can't necessarily adopt right now, but they may fall in love with a dog. Like, say Hank, for example, one of our longtime residents that we've had out around town. Somebody may come in and fall in love with him, but say they're in an apartment and they can't have a dog his size. They may choose to sponsor his adoption. And so for the next person that does fall in love with him and they can take him home, it's kind of a surprise for them at the time of their adoption. Oh. So we don't go around and say, hey, you want this dog? It's been sponsored. We don't do that. It's kind of like it's sort of a fun surprise for the adopter at the time of adoption, because we don't want anybody to pick an animal because it's discounted. We want you to fall in love with it. But if you choose to sponsor them, I've had, I don't know how many people cry at the time of their adoption when they find out that their dog's been sponsored. But you can sponsor cats and dogs. You can do a few dollars towards it, or you can pay the full adoption fee. It's totally up to you. Like for our dogs, their full adoption fee is $90. And that's any dog, regardless of the breed. We get little breeds in, like Yorkies and Shih Tzus and stuff. They do get adopted quickly, but we do get them. And then we get big dogs, like we just had a St. Bernard mix a couple of weeks ago. So we have a huge variety that comes through. But that $90 fee, it covers their spay or neuter, their microchip, their distemper parvo, deworming, kennel cough, county license. It covers so much stuff. You can't go to the vet and get all that done for that cost. Right. And these are wonderful pets that are in need of homes. Like Sarah was saying, these dogs are not broken. The cats are not broken. They are just looking for a new family. We have a lot of animals that are turned into us due to military duty, because we are so close to Fort Knox. We have some right now at the shelter that are turned into us because their owners are being shipped out and they've got no relatives nearby that can take them. Some people are moving and can't take them into the new place they're going, stuff like that. The volunteers get to know these dogs so well, and we post pictures. We try and do it every Sunday on our Facebook page. And if you ever check out our Facebook page, we give you a little bit of information about their personality, but our volunteers like Sarah and some of the others that are there or that really get to work with them, if you ever check the comments, a lot of them is our volunteers telling you, hey, I took this dog out, and this is a little bit more about it, like, it loves squeaky toys, or he seems to do really good when he's near other dogs, stuff like that. But like I said, there's so many wonderful things that our volunteers can do with us. And like I said, with the sponsoring, that's a great thing that the community likes to do quite often as well.
So this event on the 19th of October runs from 1 to 5 at Impellizzeri's Pizza. Again, if you're looking for a dog, it's a good opportunity. Some adoptable dogs will be there. If you just like seeing cute dogs in costume, it's a good opportunity to do that. Or if you just want to come out and support. So we've got all kinds of specials going on, and we're going to have cute animals in costumes. Like we were joking before that it's a lot cuter to see dogs in costumes than it is humans, because it seems like every human costume is sexy. I've never seen going, hey, this is my sexy dog in a Superman costume.
That doesn't work.
It doesn't work out that way. So again, all the information you've got, and you've got a bunch of local folks that have joined in with this too, with some prizes.
Absolutely. Tito's and West 6 are actually making a big prize basket for the best of show. And then we've got some of the local pet shops that have donated some stuff as well. So we'll probably end up doing about 3 or 4, other smaller baskets. And then, of course, anybody that comes, Tito's is in West 6, is going to be on site. They're going to be doing a bunch of giveaways. They've got the dog bowls and the leashes and the collars and handkerchiefs and like all of their good stuff. Kelly from Flywheel is going to come down. She'll be selling their homemade organic dog treats. Every time you buy a bag, they donate a bag to the shelter. So that's another way to help out if you just want to come and grab a bag of treats and take them home to your dog. Right. If you don't want to participate. So there's a lot of things you can do.
All right, Pups on the Back Porch, October the 19th from 1 to 5 at Impellizzeri's Pizza. If you're watching this at Kentucky'sHeartland.com, you can go to the community calendar page, click on that October 19th date. All the information we've talked about is below that, including the flyer that you're seeing on the screen. And then come out and support it. Come out and make a difference. That's what it's about. Robin, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Good for you. Good to see you in my place instead of me over at your place all the time.
Oh, no. We like you over there, too.
Yeah,
I don't really like this. But
keep them busy. Miranda, appreciate your time.
Glad to be here.
Sarah, I guess it's okay to see you.
Ever so often.
I know. Sarah and I give each other a hard time.
And that's Lizzie calmed down a little bit. Now she's...
Yeah. She's kind of like,
less stressed.
This is my show. I'm ready to go back home.
Yeah, she's ready.
There you go. All right, so Pups on the Back Porch, make sure you support it on October the 19th. I'm Greg Milby, Community Storyteller, and this is Kentucky's Heartland.